morning, everyone. So we are driving my mom's 2003 Honda CR-V EX all-wheel drive today. So you guys saw me do a video of the 2024 Honda Accord Hybrid. I was not expecting that video to get as many hits, but thank you so much. I guess you guys enjoyed it. So we're just doing a quick drive with my mom's 2003 Honda CR-V EX all-wheel drive. My mom has had this vehicle since new when we bought it here in 2003. What I like about this vehicle is it's a very utilitarian analog vehicle. There's a vehicle stability assist or control for this vehicle. Okay, so basically it's all about handling and the way that the driver handles the vehicle. But even though, always drive safe, and let's head on with this video. So the cool thing about this car is it's very utilitarian. You have the radio up top, lots of cubby holds in the bottom of the vehicle on the center stack. You have cubby holds here as well, and it's a very smooth riding vehicle as well. It has a McPherson strut front suspension and double wishbone rear suspension, which the way that Honda has to the suspensions for more of a taut feel, but also it absorbs impacts. Also, a few things that I like about this vehicle: the quality of the early 2000 vehicles is very good. You have nice quality plastics on the dashboard, nice fabric on the door inserts, and there's a nice noticeable click every time that you twist a knob. And this vehicle has knobs, which a lot of vehicles now are missing, which I miss about current model vehicles. Even though the Accord had one little button for volume and power, I prefer having actual buttons that you can click and and go to radio stations and so on and so forth. Also, what I like about this car is the feel of the stocks, the way that Honda has managed to make them feel with quality and such like that. Also, the cool thing about this vehicle is this right here, if you could see, well, I'll show you later on, is a unique way to put the handbrake is like a grab handle, so which is pretty cool. Now, some of the technical aspects, again, I am not technical or engineering know-how, but this car has a K24 2.4 liter IV Tech dual overhead cam motor. Now this motor, the K series, was used a lot in many Honda and Acura products. They also had a K20 and of course the K24. The K24 was used in from what I know, the Honda CR-V, the Honda Element, the first generation Acura TSX, and many other products that are in North America. The K20 was used, I believe, in the RSX as a regular non-Type S motor, and then a Type S motor makes about 200 horsepower. But the cool thing about the K24 motor is it's very reliable, and it was basically in this vehicle up until I believe 2016, when they replaced the K24 with that turbo 4-cylinder motor in the following generation. Okay, this car, the motor has pretty good power. The only thing I wish it had a little bit more power, but for its purpose, Honda provided enough power for your typical driver. This car also has all-wheel drive. It's front-wheel drive primarily, but once you floor the gas pedal, this is what I've noticed driving this car. It does activate the all-wheel drive and puts the power to the wheels that are in need or that are in need of grip. Okay. Now, suspension wise, it has a very good suspension. It's very taut. It's very smooth, as you can see from this road. This road is a little bit bumpy, but it absorbs the impacts really well. And it's a very smooth car. There's a little bit of road noise coming in, what to expect from a crossover, you know, but it's fairly quiet. Honda has done its due diligence in the future generations that this car got quieter as it evolved. And also, this car is very roomy. I like the fact that it's just very analog. You know, you don't have to connect your phone to anything in this vehicle, and it's, you know, you have to really pay attention to driving, which everyone should. I like all the safety features of current vehicles, but I think it started to deter from actual driving experience because we are getting used to the robots always assisting us, you know. But for these vehicles that are built before that time of robots, it's nice that, you know, they don't have those. You know, they just have the typical, you know, safety system, ABS, side airbags, curtain airbags, so on and so forth. So we're gonna do a loop with this vehicle. I know we did a more of a loop with the Accord, but this vehicle we're doing a different loop. We're going straight to what pretty much we did a shortcut pretty much. So here we go. So let's put some power in. It has nice pick up and go from the IV Tech motor. Again, as you drive this car, there's a lot of good feel on the steering perspective. And this has a 4-speed automatic that Honda has been using ever since. And when this car got refreshed for the 2005-06 model year, it kept the same proportions, just updated the headlights, the tail lights. It got extra gear went up from a 4 to a 5-speed automatic, and then the power kind of went down from what I read because of the ratings for horsepower and torque change from the EPA. It's the EPA. Right. And again, Vegas is just waking up, so welcome to Vegas, people. If you haven't seen my channel, I live in Vegas, one of the busiest cities in the world. We're going through the back roads for this driving video. And this car does have a standard moonroof, as well as, of course, the usual power windows, power door locks, and all those wonderful features that are standard now for all vehicles. And this car reminds me of my of other older Hondas back in the 90s. For some reason, it has that feel. You know, for me, I love new vehicles, but when it comes to, you know, it's just too much sometimes when you have so much electronics going on, and kind of desensitizes you from driving. So it's good that we have vehicles like this still around, and this car has been fairly reliable for my mom and I. No major issues. Of course, it's an older vehicle, so the older it gets, the bits and pieces need to be replaced, which we have throughout, you know, its ownership. Again, we're just waiting for the green light to go, and then we could go on that driving loop that I took the Accord Hybrid through. And now, with this vehicle, it's not as smooth when it goes over bumps, but it absorbs the impacts to the road. So if you are looking for a let's say a used vehicle like this, And you want something smoother, I would suggest getting the newer models that have for the CR-V. The purpose of this drive is to see how a 2300 CR-V drives. Like the 400. The gauges are analog, not digital as well. I like the way that they are very quality and they have actual gauges for temperature, because I've noticed even my Mazda doesn't have a temperature gauge, which sucks. So let's head over. Let's see this now. So we are going to this loop. Okay, here we go. Same side of the road, same loop as a 2024 Honda Accord Hybrid. Now this is a taller vehicle compared to the Accord Hybrid as well as a typical Civic, so it does have good handling, but since it's tall, there's a little bit of a lean. So let's head over to this curve. We're gonna put a little bit of push to the accelerator. What I love about this car is here's the hop. That's very stable compared to the Honda Accord. This car has very good neutral feel, and it puts a smile on my face actually, because you can actually chuck this car in a corner safely, and it handles well. I can feel the front tires gripping as well as the rear tires. I don't know if the all-wheel drive is activated from that, but you know, this car feels very taut and sporty. Let's check into the corner one more time, and I think we are good. So we're gonna go back around the other way. And this car handles well for the early 2000s. I believe, from what I read, this was the sportiest of the variants of the Honda CR-V. Honda started to massage the sportiness of this vehicle from the first 3 generations. By the time it was the 4th generation, that was when they kind of went more touring suspension compared to a suspension that is more taut and sporty. But I guess because the market trends changed, they wanted to get more people to buy the CR-V, which the CR-V was already popular by its 2nd generation. So so hopefully, you know, you like this video, you guys are enjoying this video. We're gonna go back and do one more loop to the same tunnel. Oh, and you know what I like about what the trend is going on with design now, with the crossovers and SUVs? They're going back to the box design. This car is actually it's still pretty boxy, so the box design works for me. For me, I like how boxy crossovers look, because that's a traditional look of an SUV or a crossover. It's nice to have the look because it gives them this. To me, it's distinct. Also, I mean, it's a crossover. The crossover does not need to be swoopy. It needs to look like a mimic an SUV. Okay, just waiting for the green light to go. Here we go. Let's accelerate and let's do this. love the growl of this motor. Oh my goodness. If you guys haven't driven a Honda in a while, especially with the K series motor, any variant, you know, even the turbo version of this with the first generation Acura RDX, it is a very good motor. It's growly to me, that's how I hear it. Has good torque, good power, good upper range. Let's check it to the corner one more time. The body transitions are very, very good. You can actually feel the car as you turn, so you actually know the limits. Again, I'm not a professional driver. This is how I drive sometimes, and I've noticed that, oh my goodness, this car has very good feedback on the steering. You actually feel it kind of tucking the rear end a little bit. That's how, again, that's how I interpret the handling of this car. Again, this is a tall vehicle, and this is the last of the corner. We're accelerating, and we are done. So that is the driving video for the 2003 Honda CR-V EX all-wheel drive. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful new year, and thank you for everyone that has been supporting the channel. I truly appreciate you guys thoroughly. Have a wonderful rest of your week and with your loved ones.